We've got 2 villages, a mining industry, and a coal power plant. But now it's time to build a proper transport backbone. In this episode, we're tackling a major challenge, laying down rail infrastructure for our city and climbing over 200 metres in elevation from sea level, while keeping the gradient realistic enough for freight trains to handle. Welcome back to the city of Kurnow in City Skylines II. In this episode, we're going to focus on our rail infrastructure. Now, what we want to do is build a railway to support the export of goods from our mining site off the map to other cities and down to our port as well, which will be here in the future. Now, the railway comes in from the back of the map and heads across our city, or what will be our city here, and then down the river and off-site down there. And what I think we need to do to make the gradient for the railway as shallow as possible, we need to run it up the side of the hill here to probably about this point, and then we'll continue towards the back here and see what kind of gradient that gives us. So let's sever the roads down here. We need to take out East Shore Drive. Let's pause the game. Take out East Shore Drive. And we want to find a point on the map that we want to build to. So let's take a look at our contours. We want a slope terrain tool. We want the strength to be probably about 90. Maybe 85. Let's go for... No, let's go to this point here, I think. Let's go to this notch here. So that is a difference of, let's have a look. So that's 100 metres there and 2 metres here. So 98 metres we've got to climb. What's this point? 140. 100 metres. 140. I wonder if it's worth going a little bit further. All right, let's go to here, 150. Right. So let's get our slope terrain tool. We'll set this as our point, this notch here, and we'll run our slope terrain tool from here. Up to 150 meters. How's that looking? That seems fairly steady. What we'll do now is curve it around so that we can reach this point over here. We'll go for that bit there. We're going to need to sever this highway as well, so let's sever it here. So let's go to here. And we'll start again. How's that looking? Got a bit of a... What's the difference in height here? 148, 50 metres. That's quite deep, isn't it? I'm not sure it would happen now, would it? But it definitely would have happened when the Victorians were around, wouldn't it? They would have sorted this out. So that's got our height up to here. Now let's put in some railway track. We're going to need to spend some development points for this. So let's unlock the trains and get some railway. Let's see how this is doing. Okay, gradient of 1.1. I might turn on the curve tool actually. There we go. Probably going to need to straighten this up a bit, aren't we? Right, where's the level terrain tool? Smooth that out. Have we got any problems anywhere else? We'll have to smooth it as we go, so let's carry on building. continuing to get a gradient of about 1.2, which isn't bad at all. Gradient of 2.5. Now that's getting a 2.6. That's getting a bit steeper, isn't it? So this is heading into the first part of the groundworks that we were doing. 2.3. Let's keep going all the way down here. 2.8. I don't want to go above 3.5. 2.9. Not bad at all. Well, the good news is we've not exceeded the 3.5% gradient as set by the Rail Safety and Standards Board here in the UK. So that's good news for our city that we're complying as much as possible. Let's sort out the roads that we marked up here now. Let's see how well this crosses. If we just reconnect it up, is it going to put a bridge in here for us? Actually, I probably want to bring this in a little bit. Let's get the highway tool. Yeah, that puts in a bridge for us. Perfect. Bit of a dip there, isn't there? Let's just disconnect that again. Let's make this height the same as this. And we'll just smooth it out a little bit as well. Now what happens if we put in a road? It's still got a bump there, isn't it? I don't want the bump. Come on, game. There's a bump there that's annoying me. Go away, bump. Stop annoying me. Can we just level out this area? Much better. Great. So we've got our rail in down there. That's working. Now, where was the other bit that we had? We disconnected this bit of highway down here, didn't we? Now, how are we going to resolve this? Good question. I think we're going to have to go up and over, aren't we? I think what we'll do, let's make this brush smaller. Let's go with 50. Now let's take the height it's at now. If we run that along there. Which clearance does that give us? We need a bit more, don't we? Let's go with this height here. Let's try that. So kind of continue this. If we give ourselves more space with this highway over here, let's sever this bit. Let's smooth this out. Okay, let's run this road. Oh, hang on. Let's smooth it here so that we can join it properly. Slope terrain tool, bring that down. 50, 40. Let's get that curve tool on. Let's give this a try. and let's join in this road as well. Okay, so that's heading up the hill. We've got our railway heading up the hill. And it's getting to this point. Now, what do we want to do here? We've got our wind farm power cable heading across where we want our railway to go. So I might turn this off actually. Let's turn that off because we're not really using that now. We've got coal power, and let's delete our power lines. Right, that's that bit sorted. Now let's work out where our railway is going to go from here. So I think we want to kind of curve around and then head back this way. Let's put in a curve over here. Where are we? Double train track. Oh, we need to do something about that, don't we? That's not quite right. Can't have that dip in the track there. Let's find our level terrain tool. We want to go from here to the same level here. Right, let's try connecting that railway up again. That's much better. Great. Now what's going on over here? Anything weird? We've got a bit of a dip here, haven't we? Let's see if we can fix that. Not quite sure how we're going to deal with this. I think we might have to have a bit of an overpass here maybe. We could lower the road so that it goes under the track and then bring it up over here again. If we... let's sever the road here. Right. Let's put in this new road. So we want to have, we need a little path for our road. So let's start it here. And then we'll bring it up to this level. So we're going to bring it up to there. Is that going to be enough? Let's try it. Well, our mining community must have spent a lot of money sorting out the highway and the railway on this one. Is that high enough? I think we way to find out is to press play. Oh, hang on. Let's hook back up our water and power. There we go. So that's the road hooked up. Now we need to think about what we're going to do with our station. We do need to build a rail yard before we can unlock any of this. So where are we going to put our rail yard? I mean, it makes sense to perhaps have it back here. We don't really want it down in the city, so let's plop it back here. Right, so that's our rail yard. Where do we want our cargo terminal? Probably want the cargo terminal somewhere around here as well. Let's put it off this road here. Right, cargo train terminal. We're going to need to move. We're going to need to move our electricity pylons. Let's put the cargo terminal in first. That's a shame. That's slightly misaligned there, isn't it? We're going to have to move this. Let's bring it down a little bit. Ooh, now that's interesting. I think we might need to move this back a bit, you know, because we need to be able to split this rail in two. Let's get rid of all of these roads again, and let's move this back. We could put it like that, couldn't we? Back a bit. Come on, we will get this right eventually. Right, let's try that. Let's hook up the railway first then, because that's obviously going to be the most important part, isn't it? So single track. Okay, that's a single track in there. Now let's take our other track and we're going to split that off slightly. So follow this for a bit. We'll send this one around the back. And that can hook up to our rail yard. Is that normal? Is that okay? I assume they'd be going at very slow speeds when they come to this point, so hopefully that's not going to be too much of a problem. What's it looking like down here? So this is breaking off fairly slowly. Ooh, what is that? Right, let's hook up the double again. Okay, and let's go for the single. Come away from there. Okay, how's that looking? Great. Okay. Now, have we got enough space to expand? Did I leave enough space? Upgrades. Increased. Yes, we have got space to expand. We've got space to put this on. What was this? Storage warehouse. It can go there. I'm gonna go a bit. I'm gonna break this again, and we're gonna go a bit wider. I'm sorry. Okay, now if we want to upgrade this, we've got plenty of space to put in warehouse. So we give the warehouse plenty of space to go in. And then we can hook that up there. Now let's just make this road a bit more curved. Right, now, if I decide I want to upgrade, can I put a warehouse on the end here? Let's find out. That blimmin' corner. So we're going to have to get quite close, aren't we? I was just trying to be kind to the trucks. Now can we upgrade? Yeah, that's fine. I can live with that. Right. What we do want is a road in along here. That's perfect. We want this to join back up here. Gonna put that curve in. And we want a... do we want a roundabout? We'll leave that for a minute. We don't necessarily need a roundabout. So we've got our rail connection here, no track connection. That's because I think it's not connected at the other end, is it? So we have got our cargo train terminal is connected. Let's sort out the railway tracks for this. Okay, let's reconnect our power. This is upset that it's got no power. Let's hook that back up. These guys here are all happy, they're not complaining about power. Now I want to touch up this valley here, perhaps bring it in a little bit like we've done here, just so there's not such a massive kind of chasm. And the other thing I want to do is just to connect up our rail line to another cargo area down here. Now how are we going to do this? The rail line comes down here. Is this like, it is what it is. We cross the river here, maybe. I think we will loop around. Now is it going to let us cross? At what point is it going to let us cross the river? And maybe we should put a straight rail on first across the river, see if we can get it. Okay, how much of a bank have we got here? Not much. Okay, let's use the terrain tools and see if we can make this join up. So if we take that level there, and we'll bring that up here, and we'll put the same on the other side as well. Is that going to be enough to create a rail bridge? Let's have a look. No, still not happy. Okay. Is it just not tall enough then? Do we need to run the rail from somewhere else? What if we were to split it here and run it across? Does it cross anywhere back here? It crosses here. We could run a bit of a tunnel under there, maybe. I don't understand why I can't get it to cross here, though. Crosses there, okay. It's just a smaller crossing though, isn't it? Will it cross here, I wonder? Let's try. That's quite a sharp turn, isn't it? You're gonna have to slow down train as you're getting close to the port here. Okay, I'm just gonna stop that there for a minute because we need to work out where our train terminal is gonna go. Let's just put another curve here to connect back up to this. Okay, so that's that installed. That's looking quite nice, isn't it? Right, let's see if we can find out where we're going to place our cargo terminal. We'll rotate it around this way. It's a shame that the road's on that side and not this side, isn't it? We'll get close to where we want our cargo harbour to be. Okay, how's that looking? Right, let's connect this up. Okay, that's the railway connected. Let's do a bit of road now. We've got that issue again, haven't we, with how big is the extension for this? If we want the warehouse. Warehouse is to there. Well, that's left a tiny gap. That'll be fine. Actually, it'll probably be alright, actually, because I'll expect that I'll want to upgrade this road to something a bit more significant. Do we want to do that now? Yeah, why not? 4-lane road. Now we want our road to... We really need to think about how the road's going to connect, don't we? It's going to be getting over these railways that's going to be the problem. I'm going to put in a temporary road coming down the hill here. So we've got a cargo terminal down here. Now, we probably won't do much with that now, but it's connected. I might turn it off, actually. And then it's not draining our money. We are already making 13,000. Now, have we got power coming to this? Yes, power is connected. How has power connected? Let's just pop a roundabout on here. I might have to just tidy up the terrain a little bit. then if we get the roundabout, now have to be a large one again, isn't it? There we go. Okay, great. Right, so that's our train terminal connected. Let's resume the game. And now, what I think we want to do is... Oh, why is that complaining about no connection? Oh, let me just sort this for a moment. Bear with me. There we go. It's happy now. I'm sure that's just the same as what we had before. But there we go. Now, do we want to run an outside connection here as well? Right, rail sorted, everybody's happy. We can start. Has this got anything in it yet? No. Stored resources. Oh, it's starting to become winter. I'm just going to pause before we get covered in snow while I just go along and tidy this up. Right, how does that look? Let's just take a quick trip up the hill. I feel like this area here needs to be a bit more supportive of the railway line. So, can we? Yeah, I feel like that's a bit better. We don't want any harsh cliffs right on the railway line, do we? Okay, let's have another look at this. This area here looks quite steep, doesn't it? I wonder if we can smooth that out a little bit. There we go. Let's see if we can connect these back up now. Yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it? Let's smooth this out again. slight curve in the track is upsetting, but I think it's going to have to stay, unfortunately. How are we looking around here? Now I want to sort out this area as well. Now, what can we do with this? Do we just smooth this out a bit? I don't want to affect the water. I'm not sure what the appropriate method is for supporting a railway line like this, but I feel like I need to make this a little bit wider. If you have any thoughts, please let me know. How does that look now? That's a bit better, isn't it? Great stuff. Right, let's fire it up, shall we? Now, when do we get some trains coming out of here? I guess I just set up some kind of paths. So let's go into here, and we want a cargo railway route. So we will start here, and our cargo train's gonna go all the way down here and come back again. Perfect, route created. Cargo railway route to, what was the destination called? Was it Spencer? Spencer. Perfect. Right, has this built up any resources yet? Oh, we've got a few little bits in here. I want to see if I can take a ride on one of these trains. Come on, rail yard. Here we go. Look, our first cargo train. Let's follow this, shall we?
Your attention, please. The cargo transport service to Spencer is now departing. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
There he goes. Nothing on this train though. Right, the train's about to depart. Thanks, train. It's been a great journey. There we go. This map is vast, isn't it? Well, there we go. I think that has been a successful installation of our railway. I think in the next episode, maybe we'll look at installing our port as well, and perhaps an industrial area down here, and maybe expanding into this kind of area of the city, get some residential and commercial in there. Let's find out in the next episode how that goes. Thank you very much for joining me in this episode. If you've enjoyed it, please feel free to like the video, and if you want to be notified when there are more videos released, please feel free to subscribe. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.